See the magnificent Reale Arena from above. Took away from the intimacy and then long. Let's see GLS. Let's see if he continues. Takes it round. Ramiro in from Gula. What a start that is from Real Madrid. At the flag.
What goal disallowed for Real Madrid? They're making a habit this season.
Gotti to Elizondo. He's won a corner.
Mbappe in particular being caught offside. See that?
In by Sergio Gomez. You mentioned Real Sociedad's lack of goal.
Initially, I thought it was a lot worse than we saw on the replay.
A Real Sociedad man through and through until he became a Real Madrid man. Very successful player. And
Mbappe, is it? They're really up for it, the fans. And
back, he isn't naturally a right back, although he has played there in the run from Barrenechea. Vinicius Carreras making the run up ahead of him. Vinicius going into the space.
It shows his frustration. The lack of power on the cross made it slightly different.
Lovely ball in. Mbappe got on the end. Enough from Real Madrid as Tchouaméni puts a ball in. It's deep. Here is Barrenechea. Towards Oyar. Now we can see why. Not sure what happened there. Way here to Kylian Mbappe. That is not a good move. Mbappe through on goal. And you know how that ends. Kylian Mbappe with a fine, fine finish to give Real Madrid the lead. And how about that? Brought to Real Madrid for to produce those kind of mass. Out to Gotti. Mbappe. And still Mbappe. Oh, so close. Aleta switching. Zabal. Hey. Still going. Here's Barrenechea with the shots. Nearly had it strong defensively as the ball comes in. Carvajal looking for percentage of recoveries in the opponent's half from Real Madrid this season. Mbappe, he was fouled. The referee did not agree.
Yep, so far, the other teams have played 5 at the back, 1 up front. There's been
out to Gomez. Can he find a good ball in? Can Gomez find a cross? He can. It's deep. He's perfectly fit to start.
Real Sociedad. Gotti making
from Goulet towards Hausen. Oh, it's a great header, a brilliant. Instead, it's in towards Goulet. It's floated in.
And at times, they've just switched off defensive. Where Carvajal and Brahim Diaz are playing.
Vinicius takes it round. Elizondo. Elizondo recovered.
There, them super saving him for Ramiro.
He finds Brahim. For Real Madrid, whipped in. Oh, it's a tremendous save again.
Pulling.
It's in towards Howe. He's being tugged. Force wide. Lovely ball through. Hausen has fouled Oyarzabal now for an hour. Here is Barrenechea. He'll take the shot on. To GLS. In towards Oyarzabal.
Alaba is on the bench as well.
Yes. Mikel Gotti. Gotti. He just continues his run, but he's not going to get back. Has Sergio Gomez support. Barrenechea. Out to Gomez. Good recovery. Out to GLS. Goulet looking for Tchouaméni in the same position. Here's Militao. Carreras looking for Mbappe. And Mbappe opposed once again. From Goulet. Header from Tchouaméni. On the back of him, here is Kylian Mbappe, pulls it back at Goulet! Made by Kylian Mbappe, finished off by Arda Güler. A second goal right on the stroke of half-time for Real. Stoppage time at the end of this first half.
Excellent first half from Real Madrid,
who lead 2-0 at the Real Arena.
Given, isn't it? You're down to 10 men, put on one player who plays like 2 men.
Absolutely. They've got the points on the board so far. Respect is Michael Gotti. Vinicius tracking back. Oyarzabal in the division. And again. And the shot is wide. Gorachategui's shot. In by Sergio Gomez, half from Real Sociedad. In towards the back. Brilliant ball in. What a chance. And it's somehow not in the back of the net. It's with Gotti. They're calling for a handball and a penalty. Oyarzabal takes and dispatches with ease. Game on at the Real Arena. It is a debut for Carlos Soler. Carlos Soler.
That's offside.
Flag stays down for the moment and then goes up. Sergio Gomez.
And Mbappe up front on his own.
Ball in. Kickstart things once again for himself in sense of the chair. This extraordinary run here from Mbappe. That was in by Adam Bodo. Gorachategui watching him. Oyarzabal. And it was a beautifully worked.
But it was a decent attempt. His third job of the day, probably.
It was the back post where Oyarzabal puts it back. And Caleta Carr has put it over. Here is Barrenechea. Here is Oyarzabal. He's gone down. Now reinforcements arriving. Mbappe will
in there. With Real Madrid dropping down.
Kubo looking for options.
Didn't do that.
Nicely done by Kubo. Gets it back from Soler. Here is Kubo. It's down by Asensio. Now to Oyarzabal, driven in. Güler calling for it.
Outcome of all 3 points.
Full time at the Real Arena.